Yet another sunny day here in the Sunshine State, and we are so blessed because we are right down the street from my house here in Pinellas Park. We are checking out the Towns at Island Lakes by D.R. Horton. What is going on, YouTube? If you are new to the channel, welcome, and if you are returning, welcome back. If you clicked on today's video, then you must be excited because we do have affordable new construction townhomes right here in Pinellas County. If you've been following my content for a while and you've studied the geography of Tampa Bay, then you know Pinellas Park is one of my favorite locations in the entirety of the Bay because it's centrally located to everything Tampa Bay has to offer. And a townhome in this location is so desired, the appreciation is almost limitless. My own mother even bought one just down the street. And the best part, these townhomes are starting in the low 300,000s, making this price point incredibly attractive for both first-time home buyers and investors. I also want to mention, it's just this one street. So they're going to be building this entire side and then this entire side right behind me, making this a boutique community. But pause just real quick. I do want to preface the video by saying I am a licensed agent in the state of Florida. So if you have real estate goals, questions, or dreams of moving here, especially the Tampa Bay area, I would be honored to earn your business and help you make your transition here as smooth as possible. So I'm going to drop my contact information on screen so you can get in touch. And do not hesitate to reach out. I'm always here to be a resource for you. And if you haven't yet, please be sure to go down, like, comment, hit that subscribe button because it genuinely helps me continue to create more content like this for you guys. But without further ado, let's see this model. All right, so we're inside the Pearson A, and I'm going to flip the camera, walk you guys through it, point out the features I thought were standout in this model. Okay, so we've just entered. This is the main hallway. Your stairs are immediately to the left, which we'll get to in a second. So moving forward here, this obviously is staged as an office, but this would be your garage. I believe they're implementing one-car garages in these models. And then to the left here, you have a convenient half bath for guests, but it's still out of the way from your main living area. And then you have LDK, living, dining, kitchen, great room, all within one space. And then off to the back here, which I thought was different from what we've seen in the past. You do have a patio, and it does go out a bit, but you have a step down. Whereas a lot of the units we've seen before, it just goes flat out. It's level with your primary living space. But here you come step down, and it looks like you do have the option to maybe fence this in, but they never clarified with me if this would be a shared green space or not. All right, so now let's head upstairs. All right, so you have a kind of a tricky hallway here, but over to the back side of the stairs, this is actually your primary suite. They have it staged as an office, but you can tell it is a really big room in here. Your closet is on this side nearest to the door. Now, certainly not the biggest of closets we've seen on the channel, but for an affordable townhome from D.R. Horton, can't really complain. Now, on this far side of the room, you have your master ensuite bathroom. Again, dual vanity sinks, stand-up shower. I personally, after moving in, would probably elevate this ledge, bring it up a bit, give it a little bit of character, and maybe retile with a different backsplash. Now, across the hall, you have two guest bedrooms. And then your second guest bathroom. Again, this one has a tub. I would have liked to have seen that in the master, but you get what you pay for. And then the final detail is the laundry room. And I love that they've utilized this space. They could have made this a closet or left it as empty space here at the top of the stairs. But Laundry room for your convenience, centered between all 3 bedrooms, which makes it easy. You don't have to go up and down flights of stairs, carry your hamper, this, that, and the third.
All right, guys. So, a very quick tour today. Wasn't too much to see since we only had just the one model, but my camera died. So, I had to transition to home base to deliver the rest of the video for you guys. I know in every video I like to talk about the area in which this community is situated in, and for this one, it's going to be really easy for me to sell Pinellas Park because I live right down the street and I have personal experience living here. So I can go in full detail about what it's like and what I've experienced being located right here in the center of Pinellas County. Because Pinellas County is this weird peninsula, depending on where you are in the county, it can be kind of difficult to navigate certain parts of the bay um, because the geography just doesn't allow for quick transport to certain parts of town. For example, if you live in Palm Harbor or Tarpon at the north end of Pinellas County, it's going to take you a minute to get down to Pinellas Park or even some of the nicer beaches like Indian Rocks Beach, Madeira Beach, Treasure Island, especially if you were trying to get to somewhere like downtown St. Petersburg. On the other end of that, if you were to live in the southern tip of Pinellas County, which would be Gulfport and South St. Pete, you're going to have trouble getting over to Tampa because you're going to have to drive up through the St. Pete traffic up 275 and then head over to Tampa using either the 275 bridge or the Gandy Bridge. And trust me, in certain parts of the day, that drive can be really troublesome. The advantage here in Pinellas Park is you're right in the middle of it all. So you can access US 19 to go north and south into Clearwater or Gulfport and South St. Pete, or you can go on I-275 and go north or south, take the Skyway down to Bradenton, take the bridge over to Tampa, but you also have almost immediate access to the Gandy Bridge as well, which is going to shoot you into South Tampa, which typically has a little less traffic than 275. Being situated near these two major highways makes transportation so much easier than anywhere else in the Bay. You are quite literally centered between all of the major attractions of Tampa Bay, probably a 15 to 20-minute radius, no matter what your destination is. It also doesn't hurt to mention that within this little pocket, I'm talking walking distance from where these townhomes are at, you have some of my personal favorite, both restaurants and fast food restaurants, including Jollibee, Smoothie King, Buffalo Wild Wings, Cheddar's, and that's just to name a few of them. You also have this major plaza that consists of a Target, an AMC movie theater, a Dollar Tree, a Five Below, Panda Express, Chick-fil-A, Chipotle. I mean, the list goes on, and it's just this perfect pocket of residential, commercial, and there's even some industry. You have some um, automotive businesses, so car shops, tinning. You have some factories, so if that's your line of work, you might be able to find some job placement there. And it's the perfect mix of lifestyles right here in the center of everything. Another huge selling point, which I personally love, and maybe I'm a little biased because my girlfriend is Vietnamese, but there's a ton of Vietnamese and other Asian ethnicities that have established communities here in Pinellas Park, which means you have some of the best food and restaurants that are truly authentic to whatever their native country is. You have a store called MD Oriental Market, and this is a true Asian market. They have some products that you cannot find anywhere else in, I'd say, probably a 50 to 100-mile radius. The closest thing I've seen to something like this was over in Orlando, in what they would call their Chinatown, where Asian communities have established these kind of superstores for people to shop for very unique but authentic products. I know 370,000 starting price for a townhome does seem a little excessive, but that is one of the reasons I'm gassing up the location, because that is genuinely what you're paying for here in this community. You will not find a better location in the Tampa Bay area than Pinellas Park, and I cannot emphasize enough how the central location is so beneficial to your commutes and lifestyle, regardless of what it is, because you have accessibility to everything. I could go on and on about how much I love living in this area, but I don't want to talk your guys' heads off. The sales agent was actually really helpful, and they do have some incentives for new buyers who are looking into this community because they haven't even opened yet. I'm actually getting you guys this content ahead of their opening so you can maybe be one of the first people to put in an offer and go under contract on one of these beautiful new townhomes. D.R. Horton is offering some interest rate buy downs as well as some cash incentives that you can use towards your closing cost down payment, to further buy down your interest rate, or even just take it off the purchase price. And with that, I feel like I've given you everything you guys need to know about Pinellas Park and these new townhomes that D.R. Horton are putting up. They should have units available as soon as December, I believe, is what the builder told me when I was there yesterday. But if you want more information about these, please do not hesitate to reach out. I'm going to drop my contact information on screen so you guys can get in touch. And please don't hesitate to reach out, as I'm always here to be a resource for you. If you want a chance to pounce on this rare opportunity to own a brand new townhome in one of the most desired central locations in Tampa Bay, but are hesitant or unknowing of the new construction process, do not worry. I want to offer you my free guide to buying new construction. I'm going to drop the link in the description, and it is completely free. You just have to copy and paste it into your search bar, and it'll take you straight to the PDF. That will be a stepping stone into getting a better understanding of how new construction works, and then from that point on, we can maybe schedule a discovery call to go over your situation and needs to best curate your goals and get you on that path toward home ownership. If you stuck around this long, I want to thank you for watching the entire video. And if you haven't yet, please go down, like, comment, and hit that subscribe button, because it genuinely helps me continue to create more content like this for you guys. But with that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video here. I will be seeing you guys real soon. Peace out.